Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Will and we are back with some more Zoneless Zone Zero today. Good lord. Not having the best of days. If you've been watching my streams for the last few days, you know that my computer has been slowly but surely killing itself. So, woke up this morning and my computer just immediately just crashed and would not start until about 10 minutes ago. So, I am hyper on it right now, hoping that this thing holds out until I can get a new PC, hopefully within the next month or two. Oh my god. But yeah. Panicked, averted. We are here in Zenless Zone Zero. I think we've finished up everything with him. I think we just need to do a quick talk with him. So this is a guy, we literally just talked to him and he just kind of gave us a pop quiz on like different facts about people and how to answer multiple choice questions. It was super basic, super easy, and it's just like, okay. So we made it all the way through there, and then, yeah, this is just cleaning up on that. There are two other event type things going on. We're going to hop into those right after we finish talking to him. So that's the plan for today, are working on these two other events, which I believe both of them are directly involved with Section 6 members. So we're going to be doing that today, and hopefully getting some backstory for them. Oh yeah, and we also got some rewards in our mail as well, so we can do, I think, 2 10 drops, and I'm not sure about a Bang Boo pull as well. So we're going to go and do that as well right after this. So yeah, if anything happens during the stream and it suddenly cuts off, it's that. Or a crappy internet dying. It's like, I do not know what's been happening in like the last 2 months, but like everything has been dying on me. Oh, God. Alright. Simple. Moving on. Oh, it's 2 levels. Nice. Alright, I have not been able to, yeah, we have this, and we have this. All the rest of the stuff we've already done. I think we're going to start with this one, but first we are going to, oh wait, hold on. There's something else, at the bottom. Oh, I think it's daily login. Yeah, it feels like they're still doing more daily login stuff consistently in this game. I feel like they do that a lot for like the first year of like any of their games, like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and then they like don't really do it as frequently. Okay, we got that. Signals, like I said. Yeah, we got 10 here. We got 9 here, and then, oh, we only got 6. Okay, so we're going to be doing 2 10 pulls. We're going to still try to pull the engine. We've already got the 2 characters. I want to try to pull the engine. I think we've pulled 3 times or 4. Okay, 3 A's. I'll take it. What do we got? What the heck? We've been pulling that A engine that we got a duplicate of. We've been pulling that one like crazy. There's like a bunch of other A engines that we haven't pulled. It's like... Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Over in the corner, it says what engines are, like, the ones that you'll get. Oh, and then this one's different engines, too, that are A's. I didn't even realize. Shoot. But hey, I'm trying to pull this one. It's a really cool shrine-looking one. And then let's do this. Alright. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, we got an S. I wonder if anyone's... Have we ever pulled a multi-S? I can't remember.
May you forgive this transgression.
Okay. Like, I've seen him play as, like, a high-level version, like the canonical version of him, and he played pretty well. And I'm hoping the only difference is probably this, is, like, how many duplicates you have of him. And we also got the bear. A character we never use outside of story. Alright. And we got him level 50, so he's semi-usable. And this is number 2 slot. Nice. Cool. Cool.
I shall follow your.
Ready for combat. Awaiting.
How can I help?
Oh my god, we've already told. This is already the 3rd one for him. Jesus. Always the characters you never play.
Time for some hard labor.
Standing by.
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Bit info. Okay, we got some title. We got a title, singular. And cards. I like the cards in this one. Like, they're definitely giving out a lot more for, like, events. Wait, what? This is like a winter one. How come we never got this one? What the frick? Oh, the premium. Oh, premium. Okay. Okay, so they have the premium plan stuff. Flame. Alright. You can see we're collecting more badges as we go along. Alright. Got all those done, got all those set. Let's go here and figure out what's going on with this guy. Which we've already been talking about and speculating for a bit. Like, obviously, it's like something medical related based on that. Oh, they're doing it the same way they did our last update. So we're probably going to be playing as him. Okay, story mode. Let's do this. Confirm. Confirm.
Chief Miyabi! Tsukishiro! Hello! I'm so pleased to see you in such good health. I'm here to submit my sick leave form. Same as before. You know the drill.
3 sick days this week. Got it.
Chief, please don't go along with him. This isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I have reminded you several times now you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your requests anymore.
Theory is just theory. It's not like I can control this. You all know I've been sick since I was a kid, and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family abandoned me.
Huh? Didn't you say last time that you had no parents? Just a master?
Yeah, after my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO, but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me.
I didn't choose you out of pity. It was simply because you were the strongest candidate.
Oh, you're too kind. What can I say? I'm a genius.
Fine. I'll figure something out for your leave. But 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave.
A correction? That wasn't fake. It was the actual reading. Though, it was my cat's temperature.
Public security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude. This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off.
Drugs that can boost ether aptitude. Where were they seized?
In the hollow at Port Elpis. This is new. Are you actually interested in the case?
Oh, please. You know I'd never be interested in work. But a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful on missions? Why was it banned?
Because it's too good to be true. And even if it's real, there must be some unforeseen consequences.
That was a cool line, Yanagi.
Thanks, Chief.
I've heard of this drug before, but it was years ago. It can boost ether aptitude temporarily, but the side effects are severe. It worsens corruption symptoms, and can even cause the user to turn into an ethereal.
Oh, those are the consequences Nagi was talking about!
In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism. Real strength comes from hard work, not shortcuts.
But in this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority.
Did you just say something?
Nope, nothing. I'll let you get back to approving my sick leave then. My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying. Anywho, I'll get out of your hair now. See you after my leave. Take care, everyone.
Oh, this guy. He doesn't even try to fake it anymore.
He takes a leave like this every month. I bet he's just sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with tasty food.
Haramasa just has something he has to get done. If possible, I'd also like to...
Oh, no, you don't. Chief, we have a very important meeting tomorrow. Please make sure you attend it. And don't be late.
Oh...
Alright. Lock the door. We're gonna hook up with that dude and do some sort of mission incognitus. Why did someone knock at the door, though? Like, we're very clearly open.
Hey there, you two. How's it going?
I knew it was you. The only person that's too lazy to knock twice.
Knocking on the door is just another thing that wears me out. As long as I get what I need, it doesn't matter how many times I knock. More importantly, I need your help with something. Actually, you're the only ones who can help me out.
What is it? Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that.
I need to go into the Hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up. You're the only proxies I know that I can trust.
No way. This is actually for work? Since when did you become so passionate about your job? Is there something you're not telling me?
Ouch, that hurts. As a professional executive officer, I have always been proactive at my job, haven't I? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity for you to see me in action. I'm sure the experience will come in handy if you run into any trouble in the future.
We don't want any trouble with the executive officers. Anyway, what's this case that you're working on?
I'm trying to track down a wanted criminal who's been missing for years now. His major crime is developing an illegal drug through illicit means. This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection.
If there really is such a wonder drug, then wouldn't that give anyone free entry into the Hollows? I feel like there must be some serious side effects.
Wise is right. If such a drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting it, wouldn't they?
Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous. In theory, it should have been completely destroyed years ago, but recently some rumors have started to circulate. They're probably connected to the drug's creator, the criminal I mentioned before. And my goal is to find him. Of course, I'll offer you fair compensation. Dennies are meant to be spent, so just name your price.
You should have mentioned that sooner. Of course we'll help you. Understanding the job of an executive officer is very important. So, when do we leave?
Now, no time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis. I'll be waiting for you there, partner.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So we're getting his Story. Oh, okay, cool. Meeting up with the office lady.
Let's search for clues in this area and see if we can find anything on this suspicious drug. Whoa! Looks like we've got a big one over there.
Weird. The little... Huh, I don't think I've ever seen one like that before. I feel like it was knocked down and just turned into like a little squiddy thingy. Weird. So. Those. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this is awkward though, because your aim is your right stick. And to hit that button, you have to hit, like, the right. Although it does, like, kind of an auto-aim thing.
Oh, it's so convenient at times like this. It's perfect for someone as efficient as me.
I think you mean lazy.
Dude, I really hope they do an anime in this. With this. I know they announced forever ago that they were doing Genshin, and they'll probably do Honkai Star Rail before they do Zenless, but honestly, I'm so waiting for this one. And I've said it before, like, I'd be so hyped if they did it with the 3D models. I think the way that they animate the 3D models in this, it would really work as, like, an anime. He's one of the biggest problems of a lot of anime that try to use CGI. Oh yeah, boom, right there.
Oh my! Now there's a familiar face.
Is that a lot of them look
If
low?
someone from public security is here, I must have found the right place. Come on, let's go say hi.
A lot of them look like very like poorly made or like very poorly animated. Is usually the big problem with a lot of them. And obviously they try to like integrate it into a 2D show, which makes it stick out. But like if they did the full show 3D and they had this level of animation to them, I think it'd be really, really good.
How do you do, my fellow officers?
Great
Hot
work.
take, I know.
That uniform. Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here? Don't tell me those guys from HSO are trying to take our credit again.
Relax. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work. Right, Junior Seth? Oh, please say hi to your brother for me.
Junior?
He and I both graduated from the same academy, just not in the same year. So, Asaba, executive officer, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much really. Just a teensy little favor. I know PubSec is investigating the illegal drug case. Can I take a look at the samples you seized?
That's crucial evidence! You're definitely trying to steal our credit. This case hasn't been transferred over to HSO yet.
The drugs are connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to the Public Security Handbook, rule number... what was it again? I forget. In any case, PubSec officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the Hollows. In other words, you can't say no to me.
Mr. Executive Officer, it's not that we don't want to provide them. It's just that all the confiscated drugs have been sent to the evidence room, and we don't have any with us right now. Right, Seth?
Huh? That's right!
Oh, has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying? Since you aren't willing to cooperate, I guess I'll just have to take them myself.
Such clean moves. Wait, did you just go through my pockets?
Aha! Found it!
Oh wait, hold on. I accidentally swapped.
This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, have you? The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether aptitude. If you ask me, this isn't the real stuff. Just a cheap knockoff.
You, how did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs?
Because I'm an elite from Section 6. So, do you regret choosing public security when you graduated?
Hey, you really know how to piss someone off, don't you?
Oh, thanks for the compliment. By the way, I should probably mention that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public security officers to handle.
Wait, you're just gonna hide behind us like
Yep.
that?
I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my Bamboo here. I believe in you. Go team!
Come on, using me as an excuse now?
Oh, you're making me sad. I genuinely wanted to protect you from the bottom of my heart.
Just ignore him. Let's fight. Help! Help me! Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow?
Young
Do you need
citizen?
help?
That's a weird one.
Are still there. Help!
His eyes. What's happening? Is that a sign of corruption?
There's no time. I don't think he can see us. Maybe he can't hear us either.
Stay away from him!
Ooh, it's a nice art.
The kid's turning into an ethereal.
But why? His corruption symptoms were pretty mild. Plus, his core came out in seconds. That's impossible.
Oh no, he's gonna attack!
It's too late. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me, now. I'll take him down.
This guy. Why do I get the feeling it isn't your average ethereal?
You're right. But worry about yourself first. I'd rather not have to scrape you off the floor here.
Damn it! Don't underestimate me!
Oh my god, I just had like bolt of lightning idea. This game is awesome. It's got like great moves, and I was just like, just when we were like messing around a second ago, and I just did power shot, I'd be like, oh, that'd be so cool if they did a Green Arrow game like this for DC. And then I realized, oh my god, they could do literally a DC game like this. Like, how insane would that be? Like, I don't know if you'd want to make it a gacha or not, but just like a little character action game like this. And I don't know, maybe not use like, you know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, but use like the lesser characters. of the Justice League. That'd be cool. But of course, you know, those are always the big-time seller guys. But yeah, how sweet would it be if they did a character action game just like this, where you can swap between characters? Except it's DC characters, that would be so sick! The reason why I'm thinking of Green Arrow, one, he has a bow, and two, I just read the last event that happened with DC. Or maybe not the last one, maybe the one before that. There's been a lot of events happening. The one with Amanda Waller finally completely losing her shit, and everyone's like, yeah, you're in prison now. That one that happened. Which Green Arrow was a big part of it.
It's over now.
Which is cool. I love when they make
Rest
a
in
big,
peace.
like a more
happened
minor
to him?
character, a bigger part of the
His
story.
corruption symptoms were unlike anything we've seen in the handbook. And his core appeared almost instantly. There was no chance we could have saved him.
That's because those weren't signs of corruption. They're indicators of a late-stage disease.
Called capitalism.
Regression syndrome. People with this condition are naturally frail, with lesions appearing on their skin. But they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person. In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate until they gradually lose all sensory perception under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption. Their high ether aptitude makes this disease turn a blessing into a curse. And there's no cure yet. Long time no see, Harumasa. How have you been these past years?
Do you know each other?
We're old acquaintances. What are you doing here?
Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima. I'm a doctor of sorts. That child who just turned into an ethereal was my patient. His condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore. So he decided to enter the Hollow and end his own life. Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggles sooner.
So all those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease? At any rate, public security will need to look into this. We'll have to bring you in for a statement.
No problem. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work. But first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate here?
Go ahead.
Okay, there, like, come on. Did we just get to it and not try to do a veil of like, oh, it's a mystery? It's like, we know.
I don't really see any need for us to catch up.
Mustard.
Come on now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be... and become such an outstanding executive officer. Impressive. But you've always been a well-behaved, diligent, and hard-working kid. It looks like all your effort has paid off.
Well-behaved, diligent, and hardworking. None of that sounds like the Harumasa I know.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, since when did you become a doctor? And one who takes on patients like that?
I run a sanatorium that treats patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome to make up for my past mistakes.
I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth.
I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been acquitted.
Whatever you say.
Acquitted.
What does any of this have to
Ruh-roh.
do with me?
If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and I, we should work together. I found some leads on him already. You've been looking for him for a while too, right? If you want, we can find him together as classmates.
You've been investigating Master.
That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. It was corrupted by a hollow, but there's still many clues left behind. If we work together and investigate the shelter, we might be able to follow the trail and locate where he's hiding now.
Let me think about it. By the way, Master told me that I was his only student, and you were just an assistant. We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid. and didn't care about these things. So I'd appreciate it if you stopped acting like we're friends.
Come on, but we're indeed...
Sorry. How much longer will you need? It's not safe. We should get out of here ASAP.
We're done talking. The rest is public security's job, and I won't interfere. Goodbye, everyone.
Alright, the fucking Pokemon Pocket game is really getting me.
What were you guys talking about? I couldn't follow at all.
Sorry. That wasn't intentional. We can talk about it once we get somewhere safe.
Are we finally gonna reveal and find out what the hell is happening with him?
To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the PubSec officers. Everything that happened afterwards. The kid turning into an ethereal and Kirishima. None of that was part of the plan.
Never is.
What's up with that Kirishima guy? He said he was your senpai, but something felt kinda off between you two.
I have a master, and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say we're old acquaintances. So yeah, no heartwarming, cheesy movie moments between me and him. I don't trust him.
I can tell that you two aren't very close.
Oh, and about the master thing. Cards on the table. Remember I told you the guy who made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing? Well, that wanted criminal is my master. His drug improves ether aptitude temporarily, but there's no way around the terrible side effects. And that's not all. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors in a trial at the time, but disappeared before facing punishment. Kirishima thinks my master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him.
And what about you? Do you want revenge against your master too?
Master taught me a lot of things, including archery. To me, he was like family. I was clueless about his research until he disappeared. I've been hoping to find him because I have a question only he can answer. I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer. There's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently. The sample I saw was not my master's work. It's a cheap knockoff, an unfinished product that's less effective with worse side effects. There. I just told you everything. Very sincere of me as a partner, don't you think? Oh, one more thing, very important. This isn't actually for work. Just my private investigation. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask you about it, can you keep it a secret for me, please?
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks. You're the best partner. Oops, I didn't realize it's so late already. I'm heading out. I'll let you know when I find any more leads.
Alright. Sorry, attention was kind of off in the way because it was just kind of static stuff happening on screen. Yeah, that... God, Doc has ruined me. Like, if you're not actually doing any kind of motion or action within your cutscenes, or have, like, you know, beautiful art panels, and it's just static, 2 people shot, reverse shot talking. It's just like, I can just listen to this. Oh shit, yeah, I totally forgot. They did announce the new PlayStation Plus games. Honestly, pretty good lineup this month. Personally, Stanley Parable, which I personally have not played yet, but I've seen a bunch of it. I don't know if I'll play that on stream or not, just because, like, I've seen a lot of that game, but I've never actually played it. 2, Suicide Squad. Like, came out, like, what, a year ago, maybe? Not even. I know a lot of people don't really like it. It's a real mixed bag. It sucks a lot of the things they implemented into the game, but we just made it, well, not just, a few months ago, we made it through, playing through all the 3 main Arkham games, as well as Gotham Knights, which I actually really, really liked, and hope that they somehow do a sequel to, somehow. So I definitely want to play the Suicide Squad game. So as soon as that thing drops, downloading it, and we're going to be streaming it at some point, some way, somehow. I don't know. I'm going to be upending our stream schedule so we can play that, because yeah, it's like a weird games as a service thing, and it's just like, I don't know if they're gonna flip a switch and it's just gonna be like, okay, you can have the game, but it's like an offline thing, or if it's gonna be like, oh no, we need to have servers for it, so at some point we're gonna shut those down. So I don't know which one of the two that is, or if it's gonna convert from one to the other or what. So I want to play that game as soon as possible, now that it's like free. And then the final one was Need for Speed, except it's like some random ass one. I don't even think it was like one of the last 2 or 3 maybe. I think it was one that like came out back on like PS4 or something. But I'm a huge fan of Need for Speed. Sometimes I like just driving games, so I'll probably download that one for off stream. But yeah, Stanley Parable, Suicide Squad, 2 banger ass games. Well, hopefully we'll see about Suicide Squad. I'm just hyped. I love DC games in general, you know that. So yeah, those are gonna be happening, and we're gonna be streaming that hopefully soon. And we'll see. So the schedule might change up just for that. And I'm definitely going to be looking into seeing how they're going to be handling it, because again, it's game as service. So is it like super online, where once the servers go down, it's going to be like over like Concord? Or is it like, nah, there's going to be like, it's just going to be an offline mode basically. So we'll find out. We'll see. And yeah, can't wait to actually get into that, just because it like explores a lot of different DC characters, which we don't really have many games that explore a bunch of the different characters. I mean, Batman and his Rogues Gallery and whatnot, we've got like a whole series on. But other than that, like, we never see the others. I have heard that the story isn't the best, but it's like, I just want to fuck around in the game, run around, have fun, see who's in it. So it's like, I have an extremely low bar on, like, will this be fun or not? Alright, next one, let's do this.
These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke, say hi to everyone.
Nice to meet you. Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky Mr. Kirishima took us in.
Yeah. Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gives us free food, shelter, and medical care. Without him, we'd be homeless. We're all very grateful to him.
That sounds very forced and weird.
I'm just doing my part. Ether aptitude regression syndrome is very rare. Hardly anyone understands what you're going through.
Oh, really? Last I heard, certain characteristics of this disease are pretty well known.
Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we? My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible.
Really? I can't imagine.
Not just archery. This kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent. Too bad Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa.
Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet?
She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her. Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have some hot pot.
Am I crazy? Kana works at a video store, doesn't she?
Got any plans next? Maybe we could find somewhere else to...
Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima. But we've received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with. Please, come with us.
Illegal activities? You must be mistaken. I have always been a law-abiding citizen.
No mistake, sir. We're here for you.
Got a court date.
You know exactly what this is about. Now come along, Mr. Kirishima. We'll get you situated with some fresh tea down at the station.
I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. Surely you understand.
Cooperating with public security is every law-abiding citizen's duty. Don't give our officer a hard time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good?
Mr. Kirishima, shall we go?
Okay. I'll entrust the kids with you, Harumasa. But could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby, and I'll send someone to pick them up.
Oh. You don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide?
Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium is in a remote area with a quiet environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way.
Oh, I see. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too. Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple $100 million dennies on it.
That's right. I'm very interested in your project, and if I like what I see, I'd happily invest $100 million.
We'd need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need work. We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that right, Tsubaki?
Yes. Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready.
All right. I'll bring them to the port, and your staff can meet us there.
Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him any trouble. Got it?
Got it.
See you later.
Flashbang.
All right, everyone. Let's go. I'll take you to the port.
Dying. Oh yeah, we never did look at this. Fucking weird ass. We're gonna have to go back to our store after this. Like, after this thing, and we need to check our workers. I could swear the girl in the middle with, like, the pigtails and the, like, dirty blonde hair. Swear to God, she works at our store. Maybe it's just the color of her hair. There's someone that I don't know. Yeah, very weird. up here. I don't think we did. Oh, we got payphones. Actually, I don't even know if we can go into the lighthouse or not. I don't think we can, but if you give us a lighthouse in a game, like, come on, you gotta let us go up. He did let us go up to the top of the lighthouse, but it's in the classic, like, cutscene. Rather than just letting us, like, go upstairs or something. So, womp womp. I know I always say this with these. It's like, oh, are they actually gonna push it to the limit and like one of them die or something? Because, you know, they got this deadly disease that requires them to be in a hospital. Then another part of me is like, nah, this is a hopeful game where everyone's just gonna turn out okay. Which on one hand, it's nice to have games where it's not like, you know, people dying left and right and everything dramatic. But then on the other hand, it always kind of feels like no stakes, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with this one, because this one can very easily be either way. Let's see. Oh shoot, I forgot to mute it. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, not Zenless Zone Zero news related. Honestly, it never feels like there's a lot of, like, news for Zenless Zone Zero outside of, like, the, you know, updates and the live streams that they do for it, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe now I'm not as fully plugged in to Zenless Zone Zero as I think, but they did officially announce Season 1 of Marvel Rivals is getting, the Fantastic Four members. They showed a piece of art that showed all Jesus Christ. all 4 members. You know, the 3 people and the Thing, because he doesn't count. All of them together. And there were leaks saying that, like, 2 of them, I'm not gonna say which 2, because leaks, you know, it's leaks. 2 of them were, we saw like art of 2 of them in like the Marvel Rivals art, and we're unsure if that was just someone able to like recreate the art style or if that's actually legit. But now after that official post of them saying the Fantastic Four's coming, it's like, okay, now the question is, are we just gonna get 2 in this update and maybe 2 in another, or are we gonna get all 4? And it was only the 2 characters that leaked. But yeah, they're like already right off the bat, they're like, boom, 4 new characters that you know for a fact are coming. So it's like, sweet. This was one of the big questions of, like, how are they going to do that? How are they going to do new maps, new characters, new skins and stuff? And they've been pretty consistent of rolling out new skins pretty consistently. They did 2 new movie skins. Well, 1 comic skin, 1 movie skin, 4 winter skins, and now it looks like at least 2 Chinese New Year's skins, if not more, that they're going to announce later. So it's like, it's been out for like a month, and they've already put out like over 5, or about to come out with over 5 skins. It's crazy. Oh no, it's already over 5 skins with the 4 winter ones. So it's crazy. I love it, even though at times it can be unbalanced as hell. And it has, in fact, they've addressed, apparently there is an issue when it comes to frame rate in the game, where certain people, if their frame rate is low, they won't be doing as much damage, because apparently, like, I don't know, damage is calculated by like frames or something. It's weird. I don't know, I fully understand it. All I know is if someone has lower frame rate and someone's using like a character like Magic, they'll end up be doing less damage than someone with a higher frame rate. So I think it's like damage calculated on like frames intersecting with character or something. I don't know if that's 100%, but yeah, lower frame rate, you do lower damage apparently, and they're trying to fix that. So that's why sometimes you might fight someone and it's like, oh wow, this character kind of sucks, and then you fight someone else and then their character is suddenly obliterating you, and it's not a matter of the person's skill, it's just they're seemingly at the same level, but for some reason it seems hitting harder. That's why. Just like this weird frame rate thing that equates to damage. Yeah, that's going to be a big patch that they say that they're going to be working on, and will be coming out soon, hopefully. But yeah, they used Magic as an example for it, as one of those characters. It's like, who knows? Maybe if there's a character out there that kind of feels shitty, it's just because your frame rate's down. hate when they do that. But they have the camera zoom in, except then there's like very clearly a person like blocking one of the characters. It's like, why would you do this? Just position the camera at an angle that you know everyone is seeing. You already like hyper focus it in. Might as well like do an adjustment to make sure like this angle could work. We're running into him so much. Which it's weird when we were down in like part 1 and we were down on the docks fighting, we were using the other officer and not him. Although to be fair, we did run into him there. So it's like, I guess.
Wait, you mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago?
That's what people are saying. Apparently it's a case from way back when. There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost ether aptitude significantly in an instant. Even though it had nasty side effects and was totally illegal, it still caught the eye of some groups. But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings.
Living beings?
Living beings?
Like animals? Or do you mean live ethereals?
You can't even imagine. They make it from live human tissue.
Live human tissue?
It's from patients with a special disease. We saw one, remember? The kid who turned into an ethereal right before us? I think it was called ether aptitude regression syndrome. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the more dangerous it gets. They rarely make it past their 20s. The gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude.
What wonder drug? This is straight up illegal. And using live people to make it? Do they even see them as humans?
Well, it's definitely very risky for the patients. It could worsen their illness, maybe even kill them. But to be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, I'd be up for trying it. Considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger. If we had a drug like this, we'd feel a lot safer.
But isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer, but what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too!
You make a good point.
It's a small price to pay. Since the disease is terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea. Making the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and promising officers like you, the choice is obvious. Looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just necessary sacrifices we have to make.
Asaba Harumasa! As an executive officer at Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be a sacrifice! We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, public security or HSO, we pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally, not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't weigh one life over another. If you really believe that, you shouldn't be wearing that uniform.
Hey, Seth, calm down. Harumasa probably didn't mean it that way.
Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you.
Huh? What's my brother got to do with this?
Ooh. Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Seth Lowell.
What? You want to fight? I'm not afraid of you.
You're an honest man. You're going to make an excellent public security officer.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, and just to clarify, the drug's made from spinal fluid, not body tissue. It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive. Well then, I'll leave you officers to your work.
What was that all about? Things escalated pretty fast. You're not mad, are you?
No. I was just curious how other authorities think about the drug, that's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug?
Well, to be fair, like, it's kind of vague and nebulous on, like, how they harvest it. Like, is it a deadly process, or is it like, oh yeah, you can give blood kind of situation? And then two, there's, like, advanced robotics and shit happening in this city, so it's like, could you not get the drug or get the tissue from the people and then figure out a way to synthesize it through, like, some form of, like, cloning a liver or whatever to, like, produce it? Like, you know what I mean? Find a synthetic way. He's like, discovering it naturally is one thing, but you'll always be limited to how many people will be able to give that material. But if you're able to figure out its genetic structure and then synthesize it, I think would be vastly more beneficial and easier to do.
The production of this drug is unethical. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? Just like Seth said, no one should be a sacrifice.
No one should be a sacrifice, huh? I see. The kids are probably done talking. Let's go check on them. What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first?
Bitter gourd juice?
Bitter gourd juice? That's a unique choice.
You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it. When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor. Relax. You can trust me. Not just because I'm from HSO. I've also got some unfinished business with Kirishima.
It was Kirishima who killed Shinya. And others, too. A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him.
He's doing experiments on you, isn't he?
You knew?
Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks. He must have told you to cover them up.
Yeah, Kirishima has been using us, taking our spinal fluid to make that ether aptitude booster drug.
Oh, boom, okay.
The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab, but he tells everyone it's a charity to help us. Shinya died because of him.
Shinya wasn't even that sick. He had the mildest symptoms among us. But Kirishima, he injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself. Just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects, fully aware it's deadly to people like us.
Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected.
Okay, so it's taken from spinal fluid, which is a thing that, like, you can take out of someone, and it can, like, replenish naturally if it's, like, through small increments, which I believe spinal fluid is actually an extremely painful, like, process to go through to, like, get it extracted. But it's still, like, a thing where it's like, oh, well, you can do this every few months, and then they can research it. And I believe there's actually, I can't remember what disease it was. I saw a TikTok about it, where they found like 1% of people are super resistant to this one it wasn't a virus. I think it was a virus, maybe? They were resilient to this one disease. 1% of the population is resilient to this one disease, and they found out the key to that was due to, like, cells in the spinal fluid. And they were able to extract spinal fluid from these people and put it in someone else, and it actually, like, cured that person that was going to die. And it's like, oh. So now apparently they're working on trying to figure out how to synthesize that. So it's like, this is stuff that we are doing, like, right now in science. Where it's like, yeah, as long as you're not, like, hooking them up every single day and withdrawing their spinal fluid against their will. It's like, oh no, I have this, I volunteer, you can get paid for it and stuff. Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. If they're doing it like some sinister back alley way, when it's like, there are scientists right now that are doing this in an ethical and perfectly not crazy person way. And again, working on a way to, like, make it a synthetic version of it by using the regular version as a base. Where it's like, it just makes it weird, where it's like, we gotta be evil with this. It's like, why? You don't really need to. Like, that's like drawing someone's blood and then, we have to do it in a very evil way. It's like, why? Like, if you do it in an evil way, it's, like, illegal and creepy and weird. But if you do it in a legal way, it's like, yeah, it might be a little weird, but, like, it's still, like, the legal way. And you wouldn't have, like, Section 6 and the police up your ass. You know what I mean? If you did it on, like, a voluntary basis with, like, normal health providing parameters that's there.
I know people at public security. Let's go and report this case immediately.
We can't. He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages. And if we do anything, they'll die.
How's your condition right now?
Not great. I probably don't have much time left.
Don't say things like that, Kana. We're all gonna be okay.
I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I've made up my mind. Next time, when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is, as long as it works. At the very least, I want to do something meaningful before my time is up.
No! You should rest more because your condition's worsened. I'm doing okay right now. They can have my spinal fluid.
I don't know what the recovery time on that kind of stuff is, but it's like, yeah, like, I don't know research parameters, but it's like, I don't need think you need to be, like, plugging them in every week and fucking ripping out all their spinal fluid.
Who's here? What took you
What the
so
fuck are
long?
you doing it? Just chugging
I
it
thought
like
you'd forgotten
Gatorade,
about
bro?
these kids.
I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls.
Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for taking care of the kids today. It's getting late. I'll take them back now.
Don't worry. I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS trackers and mics on them.
Are you Batman?
You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you?
No! We didn't say anything!
Good. Remember, you're just my living medical supply.
Jesus, come on.
Anyone who dares disobey me will be joining Shinya soon.
Okay, Lex Luthor, what the fuck?
I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest patch.
This guy is pure evil. We've got to stop him.
They'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium. But like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. Otherwise, knowing what he's like, he'll probably kill them all and cover everything up. As for the spinal fluid, I'll figure something out.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit worn out today. Let's head back first.
Whoa, afternoon tea! Thank you, Master.
Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time?
I know. It's time for that. I need to get the shot in my neck first.
Ugh.
That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better.
Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine.
Okay, I don't know a lot about medical stuff. I mean, I'm not a fucking doctor, no duh. But like, if you need to take medicine and stuff, and you're in a hospital, instead of taking pills, can't they just like put it, like, he's already got like an IV. Can't you just like inject like whatever kind of like pills, vitamins, whatever, into the IV bag? So, although I guess, I don't know, it seems like it has to be put into the spinal column, maybe? Or like wherever the spinal fluid is, it seems like is where they're injecting them, at the base, at the neck. So I don't know if an actual normal IV would work on something like that.
But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink.
Good boy. You're going to get better soon.
Then, if I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize?
What did you have in mind?
I want your headband. With that, I'll be as good as you. Every shot from my bow will be a bullseye.
The headband isn't what does that.
You don't know that.
Very well. But you have to keep being a good boy, okay?
You've been awfully quiet. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I've been dodging this topic, but someone as sharp as you probably figured it out already. I'm just like those kids. I have ether aptitude regression syndrome. This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart.
Oh, yeah, you don't need
As
those.
you can see, it's also caused my chronic condition.
Actually, wait, no, I don't think you do need those. Like, we have Billy, he's literally a full robot, as well as that other officer woman who's like a fully cybernetic person. Like, at this point, can't you just kind of like take your brain and like plop it into a robot now? All, you know, Ghost in the Shell style. I mean, obviously that would be like fucking traumatic and like last resort, but like, if you're literally going to die because of your heart and lungs, or just like replace your heart and lungs by like robot stuff. This is why things like this are so weird, where it's like this semi-sci-fi setting, but you have like fully like they're sentient robots walking around, but then you also at the same time have problems like this where it's like, but couldn't you use like robot like stuff in like the biomechanical field and like fix your lungs with like robot parts and stuff? You know what I mean? It's like that kind of stuff is always like weird to me, where it's like, why is that the line where it's like, oh yeah, we can make a sentient robot with an awesome personality, but we still can't fix your lungs, despite nowadays people having things like pacemakers and stuff like that for like a long time, and I'm sure that they've only been getting better over time, that like help people with this. Anyway, I think doing medical stuff is always tricky in these kind of like future sci-fi games, where it's like, where's the line, you know? Because you have robot people, how do you not have like some sort of like synthetic lungs?
Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry, my condition is mild. I'm not gonna die that easily. You know what they say. The bad guys always live the longest.
Don't say that about yourself. You're not a bad guy.
Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited. But they never came
ditched
back.
your ass.
I was too little to even speak properly then. But even if I knew where home was, there was no going back. After that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things, like how to draw a bow, how to wield a blade, and how to survive in this world with this body of mine. He said he wanted to cure me. So every day, I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck. It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots, but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug. The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck. But hey, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oops, I've said more than I should. But that's all in the past now. I don't care anymore.
But I care.
You don't have to look so sad. But thank you. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I think I know what Kirishima is after. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug samples my master left behind. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. Not just for my master, but for the sake of those kids, too. When the time comes, I'll be counting on your guidance, partner.
Let's quickly pop out of here. Oh wait, rewards. Okay, so we can get those. Oh yeah. I'm not a fan that they do this stuff. Like, these are just like literally fights. Like, bro, really? Yeah, all the rewards come from like the fighting section and not the story section, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, let's check the counter. I swear to God, she works here. Crap, she's already at level 6. I think that's the highest level you can be. Shit. Oh no, okay, yeah, it was just same colored hair. I was kind of blending the hairstyles together. Like this style with this color. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's go in. Final story beat. Let's take this sucker down. AKA the evil doctor guy. That's for, like, again, like, you could easily do this in a perfectly legitimate, normal, safe way. But for some reason you need to be fucking weird-ass Lex Luthor. I must be evil and monologue how evil I am when no one is around and definitely not recording me. Which, by the way, like I said, I just read the last DC event with Amanda Waller. Minor spoilers for it. They do the classic record them while they don't know they're being recorded as they're doing their evil monologue. And it's like, I hate that trope so much. And especially when they do it to people where it's like, they're too smart for this. Although, to be fair, people that are very smart and, like, evil are usually very narcissistic, so they usually think lesser of others. So, I guess you could kind of see how, like, they'd fall for such an obvious trick because they think other people are too stupid to do that. But at the same time, it's like, you also, like, it's Amanda Waller, and you work in, like, fucking, like, everyone's a spy, can't trust anyone, even family. And it's just like, why would you say your evil thoughts out loud? Like, no matter what. That's instant failure on your plan, bud. Anyway, side tangent over. Let's get into this. Let's beat this doctor's ass. And yeah, this kind of seems to be like the pattern. First section will have some sort of fighting. Second section is usually just story. Third section will usually have some sort of boss fight, maybe.
Excuse me, my hard-working colleagues. It's such a pleasure to see you all.
Harumasa, you're late again. And Wise?
Oh, he's with me. He mentioned wanting to join HSO, so he's here to check out the place.
What he said. I have considered it.
You've got great potential. I'm sure with a little effort, you'll make it into HSO. But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say.
Aren't you here because today is a work day?
Actually, no. But, Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me. My leave excuses are all over the place. But you always managed to fight for my case with the higher-ups. Without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for my ridiculous number of absences. Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now. Chief Miyabi, thank you for your trust all this time. If it weren't for you, HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues.
Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong.
And Lil Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you. I was actually just trying to slack off.
Huh? Really?
Asaba, did something happen?
It's nothing. It's just, starting today, I need to take a little vacation to take care of some important matters. As the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self.
Oh, so you're training! Is there anything we can help you with, Harumasa?
Nope. But if you really want to help, perhaps you could take over my workload? I'd thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior and as your friend. Whatever you have to do, just get back here on time.
That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime.
Yeah! And if you're not back on time, there won't be any snacks left in the office. I'll eat them all.
Thanks. I'll be back as soon as I can.
You were acting a little strange back there. That wasn't a death flag, was it?
Of course not. I just feel a little sentimental about having to leave my team for a while. It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the Hollow.
Sweet. Yeah, they keep introducing like these cool little areas, but that's all they are like very small areas. I wish we could like fully explore this, running all the way up there, going up into the office, seeing the main lobby. But instead it's like the parking lot area and then like their small little office section. It's like, bro, come on. You might as well just do those in cutscenes and then just auto us to like this menu from that cutscene. But anyway, HDD, let's do this. This is why I can't wait for that game to come out that's GTA but anime. Because it's like, yes, you know me likey the open world exploration. Weird, it doesn't have the other area that we were exploring. That's still locked, okay. And it's also weird that they're giving us the police officer woman and not, like, one of the other Section 6 people. Like Miyabi. Or Sukaku.
Let's see. The place we agreed to meet Kirishima.
Please note, there is a mechanism here that can move containers.
This is actually cool, and I like that they're having this incorporate into his character. Obviously, this would be an issue if this was in normal ones, because, like, you can just choose whoever you want. But I do hope in future that they will give characters, like, special abilities that they can do this on. And And it's like, oh, it's part of the story, and like here's your like canonical story lineup, and it like forces you to use him, but then the rest of the team you can pick because it has to do like this kind of stuff.
Understood.
Oh my god, he like swung into us to try to hit us, and it ended up getting caught up in our attack.
Gee, this place really is a port. There's so much dust. I have a sensitive throat. Even a little dust can trigger a reaction. But it's no biggie. Let's keep going.
Yeah, honestly, we haven't had to do too many fights in the HDD that's in this area. I really hope we get more. Since the HDD areas are usually, like, really different. And our, you know, down by the docks is pretty limited where we can explore. I really want to see more of this place. Because honestly, the tower that they've been using has been pretty boring. The sister towers or twin towers, whatever the fuck they call them. Where the housekeeping people are usually at. So this is a nice change up. Although we did do like the desert area, but like I feel the desert area is fairly one note. Same with the tower area.
You feeling okay?
I'm okay. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately. Feeling a little tired.
You don't look okay. Should we get out of here first?
Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during combat. Hypothesis. This is likely linked to his physical condition. Suggestion. Leave the hollow environment now and rest.
Okay. I admit I haven't been at my best. But it's no big deal. I can't rest now. You know how much this means to me. I need to see it through. It's my last chance.
Do you really need to find your master that badly? Even if it means risking your health?
I need an answer. And more importantly, I cannot let Kirishima get to Master first, or obtain his research data and drug samples. If my Master's research falls into his hands, a lot of people will die. And not just patients suffering from ether aptitude regression syndrome, but many ordinary people will become his test subjects. It's like Pandora's box. Once it's open, there's no going back. He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions, regardless of how many people he sacrifices. I won't allow it. So please, I need your help. Please, fight with me until the very end.
If you insist. But promise me you won't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, partner. Don't worry. I value my life highly. And the last thing I do is push myself too hard. All right, let's keep going.
Wise, should we be doing this? What if his condition gets worse?
Yeah, how much does the people at Section 6 know? Like, I can't tell if his team knows or doesn't. Because I think they don't fully know his backstory. But I don't know. But, like, who knows? It could be one of those things where it's like a second family kind of situation. But I feel like we haven't had enough time with them as a unit to really fully understand. He could be keeping all of this from them. But if we find out he wasn't keeping all of this from him, I'm gonna be pissed that we weren't using Section 6 characters.
Don't worry. I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 if anything really does go wrong. They'll be able to get here in time.
Good thinking, Wise. I'll reach out to them now.
Okay, boom, right there. Alright. So they're probably gonna find out now. Literally one sentence before they say that. Need a break. His armor. Oh, dang it. I messed that up. I was a second late on the dodge.
With a clear mind, arrows fly through.
Boom.
Kirishima is just up ahead.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now. But there's no other choice. I'll just have to suck it up.
Hey, ass face. Wait, I'm still not fully understanding why he's coming into the hollows, though. I guess evil bad guy is gonna evil bad guy. Ooh, atmospheric. I guess if you're gonna be an evil scientist, might as well put it in the danger zone, you know what I mean? Arrowhead? Or an arrow, fully.
Tip. There is a special location sensor ahead. There's a device on the wall ahead that can be triggered by an arrow.
Yeah, like... Oh, there we go! Oh my god, okay. So it, like... Okay, I was thinking I was having problems moving around using the other stick, and I was like, it's so weird. No, I can use the other stick, it's just when it's locked on and you can't move. That's why I couldn't move it before. Alright, honestly, that's a little awkward, but we did it. Cool! Let's do more puzzles specific like that. That's fun.
Not feeling well?
I'm fine. This is a letter?
Yeah, wait, did they mention where, when he was growing up and this was all happening, where the hospital was located? I'm assuming it was maybe just a regular, or not regular, but just like, it's just in the city. Or was it like out in the hollows?
Do you recognize this symbol?
Yeah. When I was being experimented on, there were other adults around Master who always seemed to be busy. Master told me they were there to keep an eye on him. They weren't friends. So, we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, I'd draw this symbol on a note. And then he'd come find me by himself, teach me archery, or just tell me stories.
I think we're gonna find him. Okay, so he was like being held captive.
Damn it, it's not here either.
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle. Good thing I brought you here. You knew him better than anyone.
Is that so? I used to think I knew him. Just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, the big thing is, will this guy turn out to be actually like a bad guy, or is it just gonna be like, oh no, they were holding me captive the whole time type of situation? And this dude is already questionable too, the guy that we're semi-working with. I mean, not even questionable. He's very clearly like doing not good things. The fucking bass. I've really been noticing the bass today in the music. They've been really hitting it. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me sort of here. Oh, right. Didn't think he was gonna charge me. Although now that I look at him, he is the charging type. Is that it? Nope. I was hoping I could interrupt him. That did not work out. I cannot understate how great this guy feels to play as and how surprising it is. Like, seriously. I honestly can't think of a full-on like action game like this where you use a bow character and it actually feels good. Treasure chest. Only they were able to make that one extra step and make it an actual like open world. This game would have been like the best. Sad. It's just one step away from being probably my one of my most it's already one of my most favorite games, but it's one of those things where it's like you like it and you instantly see one thing they could have done to improve it, and it's just like, oh, only this was fully open world like Genshin, so we could explore it. That would make this game so fucking peak. Stone.
That ethereal keeps circling around the briefcase. It's almost like it's guarding it on purpose.
Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now. There's gotta be something inside that'll help us find Master's whereabouts.
Master's whereabouts. Huh. Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal. And those are definitely his glasses. Is he really still alive?
Harumasa, I know you're concerned for his safety, but try not to think about that right now.
Yeah, he just wants the
Enough.
research.
I'm tired. I know you've been after what's inside that briefcase from
Thank
the
you.
start. There are no clues leading to Master in there, just the booster drug he left behind. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the Hollows. And that's why you built the sanatorium. But in reality, it's just your lab for human experiments where you harvest materials from sick kids. I know it all. And a team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me, is he still alive?
Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not that important anyway. Now that the puzzle's solved, you're useless to me. Since we've known each other for so many years, I'll tell you, your precious master, he's over there growling right now.
You mean that ethereal?
That's right. That ethereal is your master. I watched him get corrupted with my own eyes. He foolishly tried to go against the power players. It's only fitting he ends up like this.
I had questions for him. I haven't...
If anyone's at fault, it's your master. He didn't understand the value of this research. This is a chance to go down in history. Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the hollows. We could even conquer them. When that time comes, a new world will be born. And I will be its god!
Even if it means stepping over countless bodies?
You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Just like you. Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So, in a sense, I'm putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree?
You really have the nerve to say that.
Deep down, you know it too. For this great research, your sacrifices are insignificant. That's why the power players turn to me to continue the research.
There aren't that many patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Even if you develop a drug without side effects, there's not enough for mass production.
That's just a minor issue. At that point, we can simply induce the disease in ordinary people. Humans are an abundant resource. This is way easier than my current research. You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you. Though, only your master's results were stable. Too bad he grew sentimental, which led to his demise. What a joke! Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you. He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before, but he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute. That's why the power players got rid of him.
You mean he...
Oh, you're deteriorating rapidly. Looks like luck is on my side.
Don't get cocky. As long as I'm alive, I won't let you have that briefcase.
We'll see about that.
Damn it. More ethereals are showing up. We need to take them out first.
Alright. It's one of those things where it's like the dude very clearly wants the case and he's not willing to go get it himself. But then he just like the whole evil guy spiel right before we go get it, and then he expects us to still go and get it. And it's like, fuck, what? Why would you think that? Yeah, look at these guys. They got those weird little snake things on them. Oh my god, did you see that? She just came in and just like completely took out that shot that was coming in from their side.
Ever heard the whistle of arrows in flight?
Fucking face huggers flopping around here now.
I don't see Kirishima. He must have slipped away.
We don't know what he'll do next. Should we go after him? What's happening to you, Harumasa? Kirishima said you were deteriorating. Please, talk to me.
I'm fine. Just feeling a little dizzy. I'll be okay in a minute.
If you don't tell me the truth right now, I'll end our partnership immediately.
Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape. If this goes on, they'll likely relapse. So, I had them use my spinal fluid instead. We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left. Losing Kirishima would have meant losing our only lead to the power players behind him.
But wouldn't giving them your spinal fluid give them hints on how your master did whatever he did with you so that you were more, like, stable? Oh. Which is ultimately what they want.
Consideration, it was my only option.
You need to go to the hospital, now.
It's fine. The dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects. Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. My body is used to this kind of strain. More importantly, I still have things to do. Get the briefcase and put an end to that ethereal. It might sound stupid, but I don't want him wandering around forever in the hollows in that form.
You're in really bad shape, and you still want to fight that ethereal?
Don't worry. No one values my life more than I do. Thanks for accompanying me this whole way, partner. No need to worry. You should be happy for me. I can finally put an end to all this.
Oh my god, okay, Jesus. Good lord, this guy is just like not like really taking a lot of damage. I tried doing all the usual like dodging stuff, but it was just really not happening.
Hold again. Face the consequences.
I think we have to do character swap out. This is crazy difficult for like what this is supposed to be. Holy shit snacks. God, he is just like not taking much damage. Hell, look at that. Just so little damage being done to this boy.
This guy is too tough. Why don't we? No. Trust me. I can beat him. I have to.
Oh shit, new move. Okay. Yeah, she's done.
I detect Asaba Harumasa's vital signs are rapidly declining.
Oh no. If this continues, he'll...
Yes.
Flight?
Oh my god.
How strange. I thought I'd hate you. I ought to, but... It's a shame. I didn't get to see you one last time.
Shit. Oh! Nope. Wrong move. Oh my god. Jesus God, man. Use a different move. Not that one. Whoa. Arm weak. Oh my god. Holy shit. That was so much dodging. Okay, we can do this. Oh wait, I forget. Oh man, I forget that they do that. Okay. Holy shit. Yeah, I forget that that's how they do our resets.
Well done, Harumasa. I'll go ahead and take what he left behind. Looks like you can't see your human anymore.
Hey, give us back the key! Who do you think you are?
Just stay here. You won't survive for much longer.
Damn it! I won't let you...
Harumasa, wake up! Stay with me!
Where am I? Everyone.
Tell me, will we ever get to feel the wind again?
It's not over yet! I still have unfinished business.
Listen to me, Harumasa.
Master.
The essence of archery is not to be sought from the outside. It resides within you. Each time you pull the string.
Dude, this is so fucking lit.
It's useless. Even if you smash it, as long as there's a single drop, my people can replicate it. You...
Kiss your grand plans goodbye.
Oh, his eyes changed too. Nice.
Harumasa, what have you done? Sorry, little proxy, but I can't let this thing exist in the world. I guess this was my final vacation request.
Wait, no! Stay with me!
Yeah, I feel like we probably should call it Section 6. Oh my god, that was such an intense fight for so much of that. But yeah, I keep forgetting we lose so not frequently in this game. I forget when they have you like redo that enemy's health is like right where it left off at. So it's kind of a bummer, but whatever, we got through it. It was a cool cutscene. Dude, they always do such good work on their cutscenes. I say it every time, and it's true every time. God damn.
This headband is yours now.
Huh? Can I really have it?
No, sorry.
As I promised. But don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it.
Got it! Thank you, Master!
Harumasa,
Huh?
No, it's nothing. If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand?
Master, are you leaving? Just like Mom and Dad? Did I do something wrong?
It's not your fault. I'm just really tired. Maybe it's time for me to skip work and take a break. But not yet. I've still got a lot of work to do. And I will finish it.
Will you come back after your break?
If I have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. At least that's what they told me. If the gods have abandoned this world, trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies, regardless of the cost or sacrifice.
Okay, a little much.
But this is wrong. I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. And who am I to trample on the lives of others in the name of sacrifice? I have no right. One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice is not a god, but evil. So, Asaba Harumasa. I wish for your life to always be your own, not a sacrifice for anyone or anything. And I'm sorry.
What's all the fuss? This isn't some kind of prank, is it?
Not a prank. We are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious illness.
That's right! We've prepared lots of yummy goodies!
Asaba, you're on time today. Very good. To celebrate, we've invited a special guest.
A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue. But all jokes aside, thanks, guys. If it weren't for our smart proxy calling for backup early and my dear teammates coming to the rescue just in time, my ashes would have been floating out to sea already.
You almost sound disappointed?
Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. You are indispensable to Section 6. And with you here, we can make a real difference and help more people. I'm very proud of you.
Why so formal all of a sudden? You're making me blush. But thanks.
What was that saying again? Those who survive a catastrophe are destined for great fortune. Guess I'll take a fortune cookie.
Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze. To be honest, I didn't think I'd get to see you again. When I injected that drug in my neck, I thought I was done for. The doctor said the fact I was alive was sheer luck, not to mention how quick my recovery was. They couldn't explain it and called it a miracle of modern medicine. I guess I can be lucky too sometimes.
I'm just glad you're okay. So, what happened to Kirishima?
The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken to a specialized hospital. Their conditions are stable now, and I'll be helping with their living expenses. As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his interrogation. I'd say that's a decent lead to work with.
About your master, did you take care of everything?
Yeah. I've collected his belongings, and the funeral's next month. Though, I might be the only one attending. To me, Master was my only family. So I was fixated on getting an answer from him. I wanted to ask him, why did he have to leave me without saying a word? Just like my birth parents did. But now, it just feels like none of that matters anymore. The deceit and exploitation were real. But so were the care and kindness. If suffering and happiness can coexist, then maybe love and hate can too.
Have you decided to forgive him?
I wouldn't call it forgiveness. It's just acceptance. I take it as it is. Good or bad, pain or joy. There's nothing I don't accept. Perhaps that's what makes up life itself. There's always going to be evil. But there's always going to be good out there too. Like how I was on the brink but recovered miraculously. Even though I've lost family, I got to meet you and my amazing teammates.
Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that we think you need to know. Our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may have actually saved your life.
What do you mean? That drug was supposed to be poison to me and accelerate my disease.
Poison? No. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you.
Of course, goddamn
We have
it.
detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology. In other words, this medicine only works on you. Must have been made by someone who knew your condition inside and out. It's just a shame that it is an unfinished product. But it's still incredible how it brought you back from the brink of death.
Well, what makes it unfinished exactly?
So, it wasn't a miracle.
So the medicine that your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug. It was made specially to treat your illness. No wonder that ethereal stayed near it.
I guess so. I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure for me. I had no idea. That's probably why those people decided to get rid of him. Thanks for being here. Don't worry. I'll live my life to the fullest, but if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't frown. We all know that day's gonna come sooner or later. When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life. Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow. Please.
I can't make that promise. Just live your best life and try not to turn into an ethereal.
You're asking too much of me, Master Proxy. All right. Let's both aim to live our lives to the fullest in this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world.
This was a really good one. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Like, this is what I'm looking for when it's coming to like character quests. It's like something that's like very heavily focused on them. Although I guess the character quests that are like the VHS tapes versus these ones that are like full-on events are different. But like this, I want to see more of this stuff. Group photo. You guys kind of really didn't do anything in here, but okay. Oh, why does our Bangu look so sleepy? And or tired. And or dead. Hey, got a trophy. Alright, cool. And then, yeah, all of this stuff is like fights. Which... We'll... Okay, yeah, it's just normal fight stuff. We're not gonna do that on stream. Not happening. I'll do that off stream, and then tomorrow we're going to be getting into the brand new update of Genshin Impact, the latest one that will have the Lantern Festival in it, which I'm super excited about checking out. We're going to be finishing up a bit of story that we started last stream, and then we're going to get into all the new stuff, which hopefully it won't be too much long, but we're definitely going to be doing it next stream. And then on Monday we'll get into this one. I keep saying it. I love the art in this game. It's so fucking beautiful. And like they try like slightly different art styles and stuff, and it's awesome. I love it. But yeah, we're gonna get into this one next week. And of course this weekend we're gonna be doing some more Final Fantasy, doing our Brother's Quest, which will be hopefully unlocking the DLC. And get into that whole thing and see how that goes. But yeah, that is it for today. The end of day 1584 streaming in a row. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. Like always, links down below for my Blue Sky Twitter, as well as links over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you all tomorrow with Genshin. If not, see you guys back here on a Monday with some more Zenless Zone Zero. See ya.